So so if you have any questions, just shoot out. And if there's anything extra at the end of the session, more than welcome to stay on and ask any questions as well. So welcome to session 6 of our Just Go sessions, teaching you guys how to use JustGo a little bit more. And hopefully we have some people who are feeling a little bit more confident with using JustGo. So tonight's session is going to be about how to use our email and communications tile. Last week we went through about how to use that from an emailing perspective. So that one is actually up on YouTube all ready to go. So you can watch that one before this. It probably will help you a little bit, but it's not entirely needed. I will go over very briefly kind of what we went over last week. This week we are working on using our templates for our emails. So anytime you want to send out an email, if you do, for example, like a newsletter once a month, then you can use a template and it just looks a little bit more fancy, a little bit more professional coming from that. I'm from Yandina Pony Club in Queensland, and I have been playing with the templates a little bit over the last few weeks, and I really want to use these moving forward for our monthly newsletter instead of just typing it out on an email. So we go into our menu button and we go into our email and communications. Mm-hmm. And as it loads up, all right, just something I want to point out, you are currently on a shared email quota. Please never worry about that. That is purely a PCA kind of top of the line information. We don't need to worry about. There's plenty of email quotas for everyone across Australia, so not an issue at all. So this is your home screen. Obviously these are all the emails that our club's been sending. Gives you a little mini report, like a quick view of how many were delivered, how many were opened, because obviously some people out of the 36 here opened it multiple times, and then how many people clicked. I love this. This is our April meeting minutes, and 28 people clicked on the link, so that means people are reading my minutes. So that's fabulous. So now in here we have our emails, which is, this is the area that we're in here now. Segments is, I'm going to click on that in a moment, but segments are basically lists that you create of certain members that you would like to send to. And you can do that from like just individually clicking on members, or you can create like an entire little group as well. So if I click on that, I'll show you. All the PCA default ones are up till there. So all members, members with club membership, members with no club membership, members with any Pony Club Australia membership, or no Pony Club Australia membership. So these ones are all, if you want to send an email to all of your members, don't stress about multiple emails, because I will show you very briefly in a moment how to do that. You would click on all members. It's going to, if you click on that, it's going to show you, you can create an email straight from here. And then you can create your own ones. So we created one for our state competitors. We created one for our junior members, which is just focusing on anything specific for those. And our committee as well. We had an early bird invitation for our camp, volunteer levies, and emailing adult members. Now, I made this one up before I knew about how to do the next thing I'm going to show you. So I'm going to go jump back to emails, and I'm going to go new email. So this is very similar to pretty much any email server that you use. So and you want to make it from your club email recipient. So this is select a segment or member. So I can click on here. I can click on the members button, and it's literally going to list all of my members. I'm not going to keep those up very, very long, because you can just tick on that member and that will send that member or multiple members an email. Just for privacy reasons, I try not to stay on people's emails very long. So for a segment, for example, I can click on all members. And that means every single person in our club, regardless of financial status, is going to receive an email. Now, what I want to do is, before I do anything else, I want to show you this one. Opt-ins and settings. If you click on that, send unique emails only, we want to click on the toggle so it's green. And what that means is, like myself as a writing member, child 1, child 2, child 3, and also part of the admin team, I would get 5 emails. So if I want to send that just to that email address once, then I'm going to click on send unique emails only. So if you have multiple people in a family, please ensure that you are clicking this. And then you can even define a little bit further by excluding members under 16. So you can click on that one as well. So I'm going to leave that one for the minute, because sometimes, you know, kids get to that age at 16 and they might change their email address just for a school email address or a personal one for themselves, and makes them feel like a bit more of an adult. And you can ensure that they're receiving that as well. Otherwise, this will only go to the oldest member, for example, a parent as a social member. So we're going to go done. All right, now I just need to move my little camera here because I think I'm going to have to move it to one side of the screen that I'm not used to having it on. All righty, now just at the top of the screen here, we've got basic. Now this is our basic email, okay? So if we would put a subject in, so I might say May newsletter, and then I could just start typing, type, just as per normal. Okay, so you've got your font families that you can choose. You've got your size. You've got bold, italics, underline. You can make a background color and a text color. You can insert a link. You can insert an image. I'm not going to go too much into that, but because it's all in last week's, but I will show you this one. We use this one all the time. And so this one here is our insert HTML. So when you click on this, and this is what I love doing, I'm just going to type good evening, and then we click on this one and we go first name. And what that's going to do is it's going to insert every single person's first name into this HTML section here, so that when you get the email, it's not just good evening members. It'll be, for example, for myself, good evening Shanoa. And I like that. It's a little bit more personal. There are other options, but you know, you might use first name and last name if you really like. But otherwise, first name is probably the only one you're going to use. So welcome, Chrissy. We've just started. We haven't got through to using the templates yet, which I'm about to go through, but this is just using our just a very, very brief overview of actually just using the email in JustGo. But otherwise, the full detail is from last week's session, which is on YouTube. So what I'm going to do is, as you can see, basic is in green. So I'm going to switch over to template. Now, I've had quite a bit of fun. I'm going to have to move this little thing again. I've had quite a bit of fun with the templates here. So first of all, you can do 2 things with your templates. You can create your own templates by building them through here, or you can use one of the templates from the template library. First of all, I'm going to show you how to build one. It's not scary. Look, if you're going to email out something for your members as just a once-off thing, not really a newsletter, nothing big or nothing special, you're probably just going to type a normal basic email like in the screen that I was before. Whereas utilizing the templates is probably a little bit more for big announcements, or for newsletters each month or every second month if you like, or maybe at the end of the year if you have awards, you want to do a nice pretty newsletter that goes out for something like that. So these are probably a little bit more in-depth in the sense of that you want to use these for more important things than just a typed email, a basic email. So essentially, we are going to build a template, build like an email here. Now, these emails, you would get these in your inbox every day. So, you know, they have different sections and they have a picture here and a picture down here. They have different fonts and stuff. That's what we're building. So I've personally used MailChimp many, many years ago for multiple years in a business where I used to send out a newsletter. And this is very, very similar, probably even a little bit easier than MailChimp. So that's great. So first of all, this is like think of this as like a piece of paper, and these are all the things that you can put on the piece of paper. That's probably the easiest way. So you've got your content here. That's all these bits and pieces. Now, blocks are like if you actually want to create like a space, a big space between things, you can use a block. The body, which I'm going to go into a moment, and images as well. So I'm going to click on the body first. And your text color, this is like the default for everything, but you can change individual boxes, which is really easy. Background color. Now I'm just going to go like, I don't know, let's just rock it with a really cool purple. There you go. So that's your background. All right, so let's go with that one. The alignment is in the center. If you wanted to, you'll see that box move over to the left, but yeah, I like center. The font family will default to Arial unless you choose it. The font weight, so regular or bold. And then your email settings. This is the one thing that I particularly liked here. So, you know, when you get an email, it'll say who it's from at the top. And then generally there's like a little blurb or maybe the start of an email. So this one here, your pre-headers, that little blurb underneath. So, for example, this is the newsletter. So you might want to write the May newsletter has hit your inbox, for example. And so they'll actually see that when it comes up on their phone or their computer before they open everything. The links here, what this means is that any link, unless of course you change it in each box, is going to be in blue and it will be underlined. So you can change that to whatever color you like. You can put it in yellow if you really want to, but that's not going to work very well with this color. Let's go to green. And we'll move it to like a dark green. Okay, so it's going to be a green link. So that means that if I link something in here, then it's going to come up in green automatically. Alrighty, so I'm going to jump back to content and we're going to start building. Super simple. We're going to pop a heading in first. So I'm just clicking on it. I'm dragging it across. And it'll actually jiggle at you if you leave it. There you go. It's jiggling. If you leave it too long. So you can pop in, click in here. And what happens is all this information comes up. There's these really cool things with smart headings, which I'll show you in a moment. But you can have different heading types. So if I click on this, it'll change. So the sizes, but then of course you've also got that option. Remember, this is in Arial automatically. So let's put it in impact, for example. The font weight, I'll leave it regular, and the size, let's increase that. And the color, we can leave it black, that's fine. We want to put that in the center. So it's very much like a Word document, but for each section that you've created. May newsletter. Now, what I'd like to show you now is, so we can do May newsletter, but then this is really cool. This is like the AI thing. So I can click on get suggestions, and I'm just going to type in newsletter and, whoops, that's right. I had to type in monthly. Oh my goodness, it's been a big day. So get suggestions, and it's actually really cute what it comes up with and the different options. So if you're not fabulous with words, this is brilliant because you can select the tone as friendly, luxurious, relaxed, etc. Professional, bold, witty. I really liked witty. So then it'll come up with some options for you. Now, this is obviously getting into the nitty-gritty things. Your monthly dose of laughter and updates. This ain't your average news bulletin. It's better. So, look, you know what? Let's just throw that in because it's fun. Now, to get back to your normal box that you were before, you just click on the close. And you're back here in the content section. All right, so then what we're going to do is I'm going to pop in a divider. And if I click on the divider, it's going to bring it up. I'm going to increase the thickness and, you know, just because why not? Let's find, where's the color here? Let's make it like a really stupid color that we probably would never actually use together, but I do like yellow and purple. It's a bit boring yellow, isn't it? Anyway, that'll do. You get the idea. Now, I really like when things are kind of set apart from each other. So then we can go through. Using the columns is a really great idea. It builds a little bit more. So then you have this idea here of different columns. So I could click on that one and X out of there. And what it means is, for example, I can put an image here. So I'm just dragging and dropping. Okay. And then I can put text on the other side. Okay. So for example, let me just click on something here. You can go upload image. So you can just literally upload, let's see what pops up. There we go. That'll do. Can upload an image. This is when we played horseball at one of our musters. There it is there, helping one of the little kids leaning right down. You can also go to more images and use the stock photos, but generally for a pony club, you'd probably use your own photos. Then we're going to just change the text. Member Poppy having fun playing horseball. Okay, so it's a newsletter. You'd obviously put in what's in that particular newsletter this month. I haven't played with menu, to be honest. I think it's if you want them to take them to outside links. I think that's easier. But you can add in videos. You can then go and add in, for example, another divider. Now you could click on this and create a new divider, or you can click on that divider and click on this one and duplicate it. And then you're just going to drag that down to there. Whoops. And that, of course, did the wrong thing. Let's try that again, Shanoa. That just went underneath the, I want it under the bottom. Is it going to do it? No, it's not going to do it because there's nothing in here yet. All right, let me just click on that one then, and I'm going to duplicate it. See, I told you I'm still learning. There we go, because this one isn't big and full. So let's enter it down so it matches. All righty, so then I'm going to do some more text. Drag it down the bottom. Why aren't you going down the bottom? There we go. All right. And I am going to, hang on. Let me delete that one. So if you want to delete a content area, you just hit the delete button. All right. Now I'm going to add another column down the bottom, and I just want to add 100%. So that's what I needed to do. I was forgetting that one step. So I want to go back to my content, and I've got this big area here, and I'm going to pop that in here. And then you can add some more text. So if you want to, you can create, you can go bold from here. You can do your color from here. Let's go with the blue. And you then, if you wanted to adjust that even further, you're clicking over here. All right, so font family, remember it's on Arial automatically because we selected that in the beginning. Comic Sans, I'm literally just making it all over the place. So there's lots of different things you can see. You want to increase the size. And that color is really hard to read for my eyes. So I think we need something like that. Yep. Now, the container padding, all that means is you're bringing the sides in or making them larger. So you watch that text box. Not the side, sorry, it makes it bigger, which is probably what I needed to do up here. I haven't figured out what responsive design is. Sorry, Chrissy, are you right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Then we're going to go back out of here. Now I do want to show you how you can add a button. So I'm going to, oh, it's being silly. It won't scroll down. Why is it doing that? Let me add another column. There we go. There we go. Now it's happier. So we're going to add a button, this one here, and the button will take you somewhere. So what I'm going to show you is you click on here and you can obviously change your text. So you could say, contact us if you like. And the action can be to open the website, send an email, or call a phone number. And you then just, that's going to change. So phone number will go in there. If you want to open the website, that's going to go in there. And you know how sometimes you'll click on something in an email or you're on a website and it doesn't open in a new tab? I hate that. I really always want it to open in a new tab. So target is a new tab. Your other option is the same tab, but I think new tab's much easier. So you could pop in your Facebook page, for example. And I just need to move this because, sorry, my little, so let's say if I jump onto Facebook and I jump onto our Pony Club page and I click that and I copy that and I come back here and I pop that there and I'm going to write join us, for example. So that's going to take everyone to our Facebook page. And if they're not a member, obviously they're going to be prompted by Facebook to create, to request to be a member. So that's that one. You can also change the background color for that one and the text color, of course. So you can change that to black if you like. And you can do your font family, you can do your weight. Bold looks really good. You can change the size and the alignment as well. So I hope you're getting a little bit of an idea here how we are doing these. Now I'm going to X out of that and I'm going to add a blank block in there. And I'm just going to see how that, there we go. All right, the other thing I want to show you is we are going to add social. So we click on social and we're going to drag it across and drop it in here. Now, the really cool thing in here is, look, most pony clubs are not going to have this one, which I think is LinkedIn, and they're probably not going to have Twitter. So you click on them and it shows you all of the different options. So for our pony club, for example, we're going to add our Facebook. And of course, I just had that. So I can paste it in again. So again, that's a different link to their Facebook. We are going to have our Instagram. Please don't ask me to remember our Instagram off by heart. And then that's Telegram. Where's just normal mail? Yeah, email. All right. And then you can just do your email in there. Can't spell tonight. All right, so we're just going to pop that in there and then it's done. That's as simple as it is. So then that is your little social tab. Obviously, if you have anything else, then you can add that in there too. Look, I haven't obviously used the timer, and HTML I am not very comfortable with, so I'm not going to go through that. I know that we have lots of very techie people in Pony Club and they would probably use the HTML. The video block, if you drag that in, you can drag them wherever you like, clicking on that one, and you've got your URL. So generally it's going to be a YouTube. Most people use YouTube, but also Vimeo as well. So let's just jump into YouTube. And we're going to search for Pony Club Australia. All right. And for example, here is session 5. If we click on that, I don't want it to play, but then we could go share and copy that, jump back into here, pop that in there, paste, and it will load and it will actually come up with the tab of, the thumbnail of the YouTube clip. A video from YouTube will take longer to load than anything else. There we go. There it is. So all they have to do is click on that and it's going to generally, let me just check. Yeah, it will play within the email. But of course, if you're on your phone, it may jump to YouTube itself. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and save the template because I'm finished using that. Template name, I'm just going to pop in test, just doing that so that it doesn't growl at me, and I'm just going to call it news and updates. So we go save, and when I can get out of here in just a moment, it will, once it's saved, I can go to template library, And there it is there, our very purple and horrible looking email. So what I'd like to show you is what I've done here is I've created a newsletter for Yandina. This is just literally slapping it all together in the last few days, just bits and pieces when I can. So it's definitely not perfect. It's definitely not finished. But I'm going to show you how I did that. So you can choose an announcement template. So these are the ones that you can choose from instead of having to build it yourself. A product announcement, and merchandise promotion, and then of course you've got your monthly newsletter. So when I wanted to set this up, I just clicked on the monthly newsletter. All right, but I'm going to show you, I'll show you this one first actually. Alrighty, so this was time for your monthly dose of updates and news. Can't stand the fact that those two photos are not the right size to go together. And what's in this edition gives you a bit of a heads up. This is a link to our calendar and just about our grant that we got and a camp wrap up. As I said, this is not actually the specific. I was just kind of thinking of very quick and easy things to pop in here. So we had a strategic plan meeting, and a link to our new grounds map that we have, and of course our socials like I mentioned before. So this one is obviously still a work in progress, but it just gives you a little bit of a different idea. So I'm going to go back to the template library, and this time I'm going to do a merchandise promotion. So they'll switch over. So what I'd like to do is just start to build this. So I decided I would do a little bit on our uniform. So obviously I don't want JustGo in there. Let me just see. Oops, I think I clicked on the wrong thing. I haven't cancel. I haven't actually deleted an image yet. So I think I just have to delete the whole box there. There we go. Okie dokie. So I'm going to upload an image. And oh gosh, I just realized I didn't do the Yandina logo. Let me just find one. Sorry guys. Did I leave it in downloads? There we are. Okay, cool. Waiting for it to upload and it'll pop in here. There we go. Alrighty, so we've got an image in there, and I'm going to pop in a heading underneath, and I'm going to edit the heading, and I'm going to say new uniforms in stock, and I would like to have that in something different. This one, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, and I'd like to pop that in the center. And color, obviously our club is green. That's good. The uniform's in stock. Sorry, I just had something pop up on my computer. Alrighty, so now the next thing is, oops, what did I just do? Why did that disappear? My computer has just decided to do some silly thing, and I think it's just stopped that. Not sure why. All right, so hopefully it will keep letting me edit. So then I can pop in something like grab your uniform now. And then I can pop in text if I want to. These are really cool. So this layout is really awesome. So you can actually see that this is two columns, our 50-50 columns here. But then we've also got a little bit of content here, and then also a buy now button. So they've actually built just this picture here with these two jerseys with 6 different columns. So if I click on that, I'm going to upload an image, and of course I can't see it because there's all these silly things popped up on my screen. Uniform. All right, so we'll go with that one there. wait for that to upload, and I'm going to upload another one here. That one. I'm waiting for that to upload. So I'm going to pop in, whoops, long sleeve shirt. Whoops. And the button, the buy now button, I would link that to JustGo. Probably should put in, I don't know how much they are off the top of my head, so I'm just going to put in 50. And this one will be short sleeve shirt. And I don't know how much they are, so I'm going to put in 40. And yeah, your buy now button would link you. You can click on it, and you can go to your URL, and that will you can click your actual area in your shop, in your JustGo profile. And I can show you that once I've saved this. And then you would obviously continue down and do the same thing with uploading an image. For example, our vests, 35, and upload an image, and we'll go with our jackets. Oops. 3 jackets, 60. Okay. And so then therefore it has all of that. Now, what I'd like to do as well, though, is I would like to go out of this, and I want to go to my body, and I want the background color to be different. I would like it to be our dark green. There we go. So this one here, I want this contact block to be white. Not that one, this one. There we go. Color. Now white. And it's not changing, and I'm not sure why. Oh, I'm looking at the text, that's why. Color. Now there you go. I can't figure out why that I cannot change that background color. It must be in, no, content. That is very confusing to me. I cannot figure out how to change that. So that is something that I need to figure out. I do apologize that I haven't been able to figure that one out for you guys. And then you would also pop in your any more information at the bottom that you need. So let's pop in, whoops. If you would like small ties, please purchase from eBay. All right, and I'm going to have that a little bit bigger. And what I'd like to do here is I'd also like to add a button, okay? Because what I'm going to do with that button is, and I have it here in a document. Copy. All right, and we've got our URL. And I'm going to say link to ties. And I would like that button to be yellow because that is one of our club colors. That's a ugly yellow. There we go. And I would like my font weight to be bold. And it didn't save my background color, and I don't know why. Not sure why. That's very odd. Sorry, guys, I've just had this my computer from work, and it's just come up with this big update, and I think it's being rude to everything. So it's not doing everything that I want because I keep having to click off the little update thing. Anyway, my apologies. So if I wanted that to be a specific family, so Arial black, bold, font size, everything there is working. So that's good. My text color, I could go black and it'll change to black. And my background color, I don't know why it's not. There we go, back to yellow. Unsure why it was doing that. So my apologies. Alrighty. So that one is there. And then obviously I'm not going to send this to all my members because they'll be like, what are you doing? But you can then save the template. And then, or you could, if you're ready to send, you can send it now. It's always best to save the template and then save as a new template. And we're going to do uniform promotion, links to uniforms. And we're going to do that in e-commerce and shop. So we're going to go save. And I'll just show you, we'll go to the template library. And there is our uniforms promotion one there. So any of the ones that you save will actually be sitting next to you. And then if you want to go in and edit that, you can edit it, you can duplicate it, you can delete or preview. But if you want to duplicate it because you want to use the same way that it's all set out by using all the same content blocks, then that would be an easy way of, instead of rebuilding it from scratch. So if you want to edit it, for example, you can jump onto there and you can go background color. I want it to be that yellow, and then you go update template. And it'll just check that you want to do anything else there, change any of the name or the description, and it will update it for you. Okay, so we're going to go back to here, and that's still there, sitting there. So just briefly, because I was doing a uniforms one, I will show you. If you go to your menu and then go to shop management. Now this is for your club. If you've got uniforms, this is brilliant. I believe this was, I'm just having a look which one that I did this. It might have been, oh yeah, it's session 4, which unfortunately the whole file was corrupted. So I'm going to get onto redoing session 3, I think it is, and 4 over the next few days, and they'll be up on YouTube by the middle of next week. So I do apologize that the sessions seem to be out of order. So these are our items that we have at our club. So if you wanted to put the link in for the jackets, for example, you would hit the edit button. You would scroll down and you'd go to this one here and you go copy link. And then you jump back into your newsletter and you paste that in that URL buy now button. So that is the basis of our templates. Now, what I'd like to do is that if anyone has any questions that they want to ask about this, or if there's any specific questions that I can help you with about JustGo, I'm more than happy to chat to you now about that. So, and I think it is, if you wanted to come off mute, if you have any questions that you need to ask about JustGo, anything that you're not sure of, then shoot away.
No, I guess no, that's very interesting. I think I'll have a bit of a play and then I may, down the track have questions. But yeah, no, it's very interesting that you can do it all in JustGo rather than doing separate Word documents and sending it from creating emails or other pages. So yeah, no, it's quite interesting. Yeah, I wasn't aware you could do all that in that we don't have all the templates there, you just need to add the data and information.
Yep. And, you might have specific things that you want to keep each month. You might have like a horse and rider of the month as a, that is your part of your template, and you just type in who it is, a little bit about them, and add a photo. You might have obviously your upcoming dates. So you might have that set out a specific way with a link to your calendar that you can just update each month. The Pony Club Australia newsletter that comes out,
Yes.
So that came out, I think it was this morning, or no, it was
Morning.
yesterday.
Yeah.
That's actually done on JustGo.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
yep, that's not some sort of fancy schmancy big external newsletter, um, website that then you can email to everyone. That's all done off JustGo by our marketing manager. Um,
Yep.
and yeah, it's brilliant. And I love what you said, that you just need to probably get on and have a play, because that's exactly how you learn anything. Is most people learn by doing, not just by sitting and watching me show you how to
Yeah.
do it.
No.
But that's
And
the
each
idea.
and each club's a little bit, obviously. Some clubs are a lot bigger than others. So yeah, yeah. I guess what we probably discuss with the committee what we would use it for. But yeah, getting on there to have a play, and I'd show the other members what the benefits are. So it's very good.
Yeah, absolutely. We did for the first 2 years. We have our club has what's called Kickstart Camp, and which is basically the end of January, kind of gets everyone thinking about Pony Club again, and before competitions start up here in Queensland. And for 2 years, the first 2 years that Just Go was introduced, I ran a parent session on how to do everything that you need to do with nominations, with updating your details, or adding an extra child because the youngest child started Pony Club and things like that. So, once you've had a play and you can use it more often, like this event management is where you would do all of your events. There's a
Mm-hmm.
few PCA ones that I created here, so you can ignore those ones. But this is actually our club one. So, for example, we've got our May muster coming up. And so far, we've got 10 people booked in. As you would probably know, you always have those last minute people going, oh my gosh, I forgot to
Yeah.
nominate. That number will go up. And, this it's $20, and that's our muster. And I can click on the people here, and it's going to tell me who's coming.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, yep. And you can restrict that to your own members if you like, or you can open it up to other clubs as well. If they want, lots of members in Queensland, they'll go from one club to the other, especially if they can't get to their own club's muster because they're competing or something like that. So it's really, really simple. So I do encourage you to have a look at the very first video, which is up on YouTube. And it was this one here.
Okay.
I won't play it, but how to, whoops, there we go. How to create a rally or muster in JustGo. So yes, it's 39 minutes, but that's because I go really slowly and we answer questions at the end as well. If you've had a little bit of a play, it's more so going to be just scanning through it to make sure that you're doing everything right.
Yep. No problems. I'll have a look at that over the weekend, and yeah, no, I'll have a bit of a
Awesome.
play and go from there.
Yeah, brilliant. And that's awesome. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining tonight. And look forward to seeing you on a few others, and jump on and have a look at the previous ones. And I'll get the other ones that didn't work up and running on YouTube soon.
No problems. Thanks very much for your time. Thank
No
you.
worries at all. Enjoy your evening.
You too. Bye.
Bye bye.